Hey Aquarius, it's your girl Tasha, aka Mama Gem, aka Gem the Butterfly. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been liking and sharing and subscribing to my videos. This is your Aquarius February 2017 monthly general tarot scope. And happy birthday, my dear Aquariuses. I love you guys so much. I just want to say that Aquariuses, yo, listen. You guys, I think I read for more Aquariuses than any other sign. Like I don't know if we just vibe together in real life, and well, in real life, I have I have my very first best friend is an Aquarius. Um, my very first love was an Aquarius, so Aquarius and Gemini really do vibe together. So apparently, it shows in the readings that my readings definitely resonate with you guys. Um, and because you guys are one of my biggest supporters, I would like to extend my gratitude to you guys by um, offering a special for just the Aquarius. This is going to be based off the honor system. That if you're an Aquarius and you're wanting a love readings will just for the month of February. The love readings will be $20. And then also a 6 month would be $30. So when you're reaching out to me, and by the way, if you would like a personal reading with me, my information is down in the description box. But the link to my website is also there. Just put in the subject matter, the subject line that you are an Aquarius, okay? So let's just get into this and see what's coming in. This would be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm trying to shorten these videos, guys, because my ass can talk. Let's see. Do a quick 10 card Celtic spread on you guys. Let's see what we have coming in. All right, and we're gonna pull. Well, I'll just pull the self-care cards. Let's see, Aquarius. What do we have? Now look here, Aquarius. No, goddamn. Listen. Um, this is your birth. This is your birthday month. I don't need you guys having this type of energy for your birthday month. Like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in reverse. So, all right. Let's see what we got going on with y'all. At the very center of the reading, you have the Death in reverse being crossed by the Seven of Cups. I feel like you guys you feel like you're stuck in a situation. It's like there's a lack of imagination going on right now. There's a lack of I feel like lack of motivation too. The reason why I feel like some of you are just really tired. With the Knight of Wands in reverse here, there's no enthusiasm here. There's no motivation. It feels like you're feeling tired, you're feeling uninspired, you're just feeling very lackluster right now. Why? Things don't seem to be going your way. It feels like you're always at battle. Okay, you always have to be on guard right now. I feel like something is trying to come to an end, but again, there's maybe for some of you, you've been trying to find a way out of a situation and you have not been able to succeed, or feel as if you have not been able to succeed with it. So it's like it feels like to me all you can do is dream, or maybe you have a lot of things going on right now that you can't deal with what you really need to deal with to move forward. So it just feels like you're kind of stagnant right now. It's really making you feel frustrated. What's happened in the past here with the Page of Cups in reverse, I feel like for some of you, it's hard for you to let go of somebody. Maybe this is, the Temperance card here. So this person could have been a Sagittarius or a fire sign, but I feel like some type of offer was denied. But I feel like it was denied in like good faith. Um, it was denied in good faith to keep the balance of the relationship or keep something in proportion, or maybe to keep two people. I feel like lines were not trying to be crossed. I also feel like for some of you, some of this struggle could be I feel like if you had a problem with drinking or some type of addictions, I feel like in the past you were definitely trying to move, or you have moved on from it, or you were, working towards that issue. But I feel like in some instances, like right now, if you don't get a handle on what's going on in your life emotionally, mentally, externally, all over, like I feel like for some of you, and I don't want to tell you this, but I feel like for some of you, you may be tempted. So I'm not gonna say that you're gonna relapse. I'm just saying you're gonna be tempted, heavily tempted, okay, with this energy here, because again, um, there's this feeling of frustration that I keep feeling, or trying to hold on to something so tightly. So for some of you, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like for some of you, if this has been a drinking issue, again, because here are all these cups here as a challenge, I feel like this may be as in response to some type of health issue. Maybe you've been drinking, you had a history of drinking, and it doesn't do you well physically. You may be having some GI issues. You may be having some problems. Maybe it's exacerbating some other type of mental issue. So, it could be along those lines. But whatever it is, it's like you're really struggling to hold on to it, but deep down inside, and I feel like it's manifesting itself physically, that it's no longer, it's not good for you anymore. Maybe this is just excess. Maybe there's a problem with overeating, or there's a problem with some of you could be actually love addiction, I'm hearing. But there is a problem here that I feel like you're trying to keep a tight rein on, but you're struggling to do so. And your external there are external factors that don't make the situation any better. Okay, so where you are, what's going on presently right now with the King of Cups in reverse. Um, Again, as this is crowning the whole reading, there's a feeling that you're not, I feel like you're holding everything in. You're not sure where you're going. You're not sure what you're doing. Yeah, you might not even be sure of who you are right now, because you just been in, again, this defense mode here. You just like on guard, on guard. But you really, I feel like for some of you, again, that you may be thinking about counseling. Maybe all right. If you've never done counseling before, or just talking to someone, but maybe for some of you, maybe feeling as if you don't have anyone to talk to. I feel like there is I feel like this cup person is you, though. I don't feel like this is anyone else. I just feel like that's the emotion that you're carrying right now, that you're not really sure about yourself, or not really sure about your feelings, but at the same time you're not comfortable with communicating that to other people too. So I feel like you're holding a lot inside. Now, coming up to the middle, in the middle of the month, you have the Queen of Swords here. I feel like a lot of this energy that you're in right now is not going to last for long. Okay, so I feel like by mid February, there's a understanding, there's a truth that you're coming. I feel like you're doing away with something. What are you doing away with? I feel like it's, you know what? I don't even need a card. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's you realizing that it almost feels like you're kind of wallowing in your own sorrow. And for my Aquarius, I don't really feel like you guys you don't like to be in that type of space. And I feel like you've been in that space for a little minute now. And it's to be honest with you, it is frustrating, but it's more aggravating than anything. You just like, fuck, like, what is it? Like, god damn, like, that's what I keep hearing. Like, yo. So it feels like for some of you, you're making this declaration to yourself and to others that, from here on out, I'm not doing this. I feel like you have taken on so much. It's been so hard on you, to even just be yourself, and you have to get back to your true self. This is you. Okay. I feel like you're summing up people. I feel like you're summing up situations, and you're ready to face whatever it is. Again, because the death card here in the reverse just shows me that you were not ready to bring something to a close, but you will be by mid month. All right, with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords does not play, okay? And she is not about to entertain anything that throws off her chi. And I feel like for a lot of you, you feel like your chi has been thrown off. It has not been functioning. You feel very stagnant. Again, and this is about communication because see here, what I told you presently, um, with the King of Cups in reverse, you're not you were maybe you were unsure of your feelings or unsure of how to communicate your feelings. By mid-month, all are going to know how you feel. Okay, I feel like there may be some boundaries, and you know what, I am going to get a card. Yeah. Three of Swords. So I feel like if this is a relationship issue, I feel like some of you may be ready. If maybe you've been trying to hold on to a relationship for so long, even though you know it's not the best thing for you, but you've been holding on to, you've been trying to work it out. You may be ready by the mid month to walk away from this relationship. Okay, because whatever it is that you're holding on to, or whatever it could be a person, it could be a thing, it could be whatever, some type of ideology, belief system, whatever it is, it's not working for you any longer. Okay, it seems like you were ready in the past to let something go, but something happened. I don't know what happened. Let me get a card to find out what happened, because it seems like between the past and the present, something had you feeling unsure. Something made you feel unsure. So what happened? Let me just get one card to figure out what it is. Like, it's almost as if you had maybe you had an emotional relapse. You know what I'm saying? Um, what happened? What happened with the first? This change. Um, with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like for some of you, there's a realization that you have to do something on your own. You have to stand in solidarity with yourself. And that may have frightened some of you. Um, although at first it feels like, yeah, there was a transformation here that was taking place. It feels like you had like a little slip up, whatever it was. But there was a something set you back, and I feel like maybe you're dealing with issues of being alone. Um, don't want to be single, don't want to do something by yourself, really wanting to be in an interdependent relationship. For some of you, I feel like we're in a relationship where things could have been very codependent, or maybe you were codependent upon someone, or someone was very codependent upon you, and you fell back into it, and now you're back in that same space, that same headspace where you were before. You know, with the Page of Cups in reverse, I feel like there was some type of denial, or something that was being proposed was turned down, you know. And so I feel like, whatever it is, you kind of went off on your own to try to do your own thing. Maybe you got a little lonely. I mean, everybody do, you know what I'm saying? And but the thing about it is, I think that what kind of makes you feel discouraged about it is that you were so close to reaching the a level of completion, of stability here. You were at a Nine of Pentacles, you were almost at a 10. So, now you're kind of, like I said, you did a little bit of backtracking, but I feel like it's about to go forward, moving forward again. Um, and then also remember with the Nine of Pentacles is that, yeah, she is a very, it represents a very independent energy, a very self-sufficient energy, but it also is the energy of trials. And to me, it trials of tribulations and being able to build your own personal empire. Now, whether this is a financial, maybe you took a financial setback, but I feel like for some of you, this is about you being able to build yourself up and keep going in spite of any setbacks that you may have occurred. That's how you're going to be able to accrue this stability, accrue these lessons, this level of wisdom, because people do come to you. So, I just kind of feel like there was some type of doubt or fear that came in. Usually you don't get that from this card, but to me, it encompasses that fear, that doubt, All of those things, when you talk to people who are so-called made women or made men or self-made woman or self-made man, they will tell you that, it was not just a quick rise to the top. That, there was a incline, and then there was a decline. There was an incline, and there was a d. You know what I'm saying? It goes up and down, and but that's why they are so revered, and people look to them for their knowledge and their wisdom, because they had this tenacity, they had this resilience to keep moving forward and learning from their mistakes, and not letting their mistakes consume them or change what they had, and change, like, diverge them from their own plans. Okay, they still maintain their focus and realize that, you know what, with successes you will have failures. And so I feel like for you, Aquarius, is you had a failure or a perceived failure within your life, and you allowed it to kind of set you back in a sense, such as life. We all have it. But I feel like you're getting back on track by the middle of the month. You ain't having that shit no more. Okay? Like, you know what? And it's again, there's a tie that needs to be cut. You don't care. I feel like you don't care who sees it at this point in time. Okay. I feel like for some of you, it feels like you're breaking chains, and you're disconnecting yourself from something that no longer serves you. Whether this again is something mental, like a mental belief that you have, or an actual person. This, you could actually even be dealing with another air sign. Okay. So let's just move forward. Again, with you in the self position during the month of February, there is an awakening taking place with you. You're allowing your intuition. Your intuition has been speaking to you this whole time, but I feel like now you're going to be ready to listen to it. I feel like you're going to be definitely divinely guided by your dreams right now. Let me get one more card. Again, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, I feel like you're making sense of what has happened, and understanding why certain things did not work out the way that it needed to work out, or the way that you thought it should have worked out, and you're making peace with that. Now, what's going on in and around you with the Judgment card in reverse? I feel like the people in your environment, they are not changing, but I feel like you are definitely changing, but I feel a persecution. I feel accusations. Now, not accusations that will result in any type of court cases or anything like that. But I just feel like people are saying, well, you used to be this way, or and this seems like this, we've had this discussion before, Aquarius. People are just kind of trying to impose their own judgments against you, or trying to keep you in this box, because again, they see you emerging. They see you emerging. They feel it. They feel a shift going on. Let me get one more card. Yeah, something's changing. Okay, with this Wheel of Fortune card, your people, I feel like you have some people around you that are going to be falling by the wayside. They have to go. And it's just going to, with this new awakening right here, you being able to tap into that, your intuition more, you're going to start to see that, you know what, some of these people that you thought were on your team really ain't on your team. I'm just kind of trying, that's a hurtful feeling to encounter that, but it's also something that needs to happen when you are trying to move to a higher frequency, because these people will continue to hold you down. And I feel like some of these people who are around you, they're not open to change. Okay, they're not open to it. They're not comfortable with it, and they like the old you. But you know what? Tough titty. You can't have the old Aquarius, because a new Aquarius is trying to emerge. Again, with your expectations right now, you're gonna have to put up some boundaries. Seven of Wands in reverse. You're going to have to put up some boundaries right now, and maybe you're expecting to have to do that. I feel like for some of you, definitely maybe spending more time by yourself. There's a choice. Is this going to be you continuing to appease other people, or are you going to learn how to appease yourself? And this lover's card is about choices. Now, for some of you, that this is you really, putting that fork in the ground, or your stake in the ground, I'm sorry, and claiming claiming your position. Okay. Whether this is, if you've been struggling with being alone, or being single, you are really, I feel like you're going to be more open with being single, or if you're really working on trying to be in a relationship with this person and making this thing work. For those who feel like it really can work, because I'm reading for a lot of Aquariuses. Some of you already know the relationship you in is just, it ain't hitting no more. You're going to have to go, or you just going to have to be strong in your decision. But whatever the situation is, it could be about, again, like we were talking about addictions, but whatever it is, you are going to have to be strong. You're going to have to prepare yourself. And maybe that was the error of your ways in the last time, is that you felt that you cleared it and you didn't protect yourself, or you didn't prepare yourself for the challenges that were coming up. And that's, you may be feeling like that's the reason why you kind of backtrack. But where you are now, you're making a solid choice to stand in whatever decision that you're making, and that's going to be good for you. All right. Um, and you really don't care either way. It's like, I can hear, you could take it or leave it. It's one of the two. Like, you're really laying down the law. All right, for some people, or maybe you're just laying it down for yourself. As the outcome, you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Let me get one more card with that, because um there is a freeing here for you. I feel like this is a weight being lifted off of you. I feel like by the end of the month, you're definitely going to be feeling lighter. I feel like for some of you, it feels like you're going to be getting more of a, you're not going to be as distracted as, as you were on things that were not worth your attention. Because I feel like you've been focused on a lot of just minuscule, just things that did not have any weight, but you had so many of them. Because look, you had the Seven of Cups here as a challenge. You had so many of them that several um several things that weigh small amount will add up to one big weight. And so it was something that was heavy for you. So there is a release here. I feel like you're going to be definitely more receptive to, and more open. You're moving towards that. And I'm not going to say that you're going to completely open up by the end of February. No, but I do feel like you're going to be more open. I feel like you've been feeling like a crab, in a sense, just kind of closing yourself off, kind of cranky in some instances, just feeling unsure of yourself. But I do feel like there's an emergence happening with you by the end of February. And I feel like you're starting to get your groove back. Let me get one more card. Yeah, there's, for this, the Five of Pentacles here. This is about you. It's not always, to me, about a failure or a loss, but I feel like this is, it's you receiving help, or you being the help that you need to get you back on track. Now, if this was a financial situation, I do feel like you probably will have a King of Wands type person, a business person. Maybe you made a bad decision on a business loan or some money. I feel like you will have support with that. And it may just come out of nowhere. Maybe somebody, you have a last minute investor that's willing to invest in your business. Let me see. Just trying to, so I can get it for everybody. I don't really foresee you guys having any financial issues during this month. If anything, I feel like you may have a little help. Um, with the King of Wands in reverse, with these three cards here, I feel like whatever it is, you're gonna be, again, you're gonna be ready to get back to it. And you're, again, like I told you, you had like a loss here, and this could be in a financial loss, or maybe you lost someone, but it doesn't stop you. Like, you realize that this, it was, although you felt it, it was not enough to break you. So you're gonna be willing to move forward with it. Um, I'm gonna keep that right there. I do want to say, I need to get these cards. It was something else I want to say to y'all. Shoot, y'all. This mind be going, goes at a fast rate when I start reading these cards. And if I don't spit it out, sometimes I forget it. And I think I forgot it, but it's all right. Maybe it wasn't meant for y'all just this time around. Let's get a self-care card for the month of February for the Aquariuses. What is it? Oh. Let's see. Let's see. Connection. You are making a connection. Okay. Oh, there's like a love, another love. Like, see these people. I don't know if you see these two people in the middle of the car. Connect with someone special. A loved one is a gift to treasure. This King of Wands person, like I said, you may be receiving some type of financial help or whatever from this King of Wands person. That could definitely be there. But I also feel like for you that this is just a reconnection with yourself right now, because I feel like for some of you, you feel like you've been living in an out of body experience. Like, I don't know what the hell been going on. I don't know who these people are, and I feel like some of these people probably feel the same way about you. So that, you know, as you start to plug into yourself, you'll be able to plug back into the world and connect. You're gonna start connecting with people who are of more like minded, like yourself. Um, I also feel like for you too that, you know, meditation is definitely a good, if you don't meditate, I feel like some of you will be meditating, trying to connect yourself to the cosmos, connect yourself to your highest self this month. That will definitely help you to speed up this process, because I do feel like there is some movement going on. I feel like this death card is going to eventually turn upright, but it's not going to be able to do that until you can come to this realization that, you know what, you got to get rid of what weighs you. Who, what, when, where, and how. Whoever it is, you have to be able to walk away from that, and because it's detrimental to your own growth. It's impeding it. So good luck to you, Aquariuses. If you would like a personal reading with me, like I said, my information is down in the description box. I would love to read for you. Have a wonderful birthday month, and I will see you in March. Bye.